Your IP address. Okay, I know it sounds super technical, right? But it's one of those things you might need at any moment. So in the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly what it is, why it even matters, and most importantly, how you can find it on literally any device in just a few seconds. Let's dive right in.
You've probably been there. You're trying to set up a new smart TV, or maybe you're on the phone with tech support trying to figure out why your internet is so slow, and then they hit you with it. Can you tell me your IP address? And for a second, it feels like they're asking for some secret code you were supposed to memorize. So what is this thing, and where do you even start looking?
Honestly, at its core, it's just that simple. An IP address is basically your device's mailing address for the digital world. It's the unique string of numbers that lets other computers and servers know exactly where to send information, whether that's a website, an email, or your next video stream.
Okay, so forget about digging through complicated settings or menus for a second. Let's start with the absolute fastest, easiest method. This one works on any device, and it's going to give you the answer you need pretty much every single time instantly.
Yep, it's really that simple. Just open up any web browser, Chrome, Safari, whatever you use, on your phone, your laptop, anything connected to your Wi-Fi. Type those exact words into the search bar, "What's my IP address?" and just hit enter.
And boom, right there at the top of the page, Google will just tell you that number you see is your public IP address. This is the main address for your entire home network. It's the one that tells the rest of the internet, hey, I'm over here. It's the digital footprint you leave on every single website you visit. So I just use the term public IP. And if there's a public one, you guessed it, there must be another kind, right? Absolutely. And this difference is actually super important for understanding how all your devices work together, because everything on your network actually has two IP addresses.
And this analogy just makes it all click. Think of your public IP as the street address for your whole apartment building. It gets the mail delivery person to the right building. But once they're inside, they need a specific apartment number to drop off the package. Well, that apartment number, that's your private IP address.
So here's how it all works. Your internet service provider, Comcast, Verizon, whoever, gives your whole home one public IP. Then your router acts like the building manager. It hands out unique private IPs to every single device inside, your phone, your laptop, your smart speaker, so they can all talk to each other, and the router knows exactly where to send that Netflix stream you asked for. Okay, so that Google trick is perfect for finding your public street address. But what if tech support needs that specific apartment number for your laptop? Well, for that, we do have to peek inside the device itself. Here's a super quick guide for the most common ones.
For all you Windows users out there, it's a breeze. Just open up your settings. From there, you're going to click on Network and Internet. Then just select whatever you're using, Wi-Fi or a wired Ethernet connection, and you'll see a page full of details, including that all-important private IP address.
And if you're on a Mac, no worries, it's just as easy. Pop open your system settings, then head over to Network. Click on the connection you're currently using, and then hit that little Details button. Your private IP will be listed right there waiting for you. And for anyone on an iPhone or iPad, this is maybe the fastest one of all. Just go into your Settings app, tap on Wi-Fi, and look for the network you're connected to. See that little blue I in a circle next to the name? Just tap that, and your IP address is right there on the screen.
Now, while you were poking around in those settings, you might have noticed something a little weird. You might have seen two different IP addresses listed, one that looks pretty normal, probably labeled IPv4, and then this other crazy long one called IPv6. So what's the deal with that? I mean, just looking at them, the difference is night and day. On the left, you've got that familiar format we all recognize, 4 sets of numbers separated by dots. That's IPv4, the classic. But on the right, you have this super long, complex string of letters and numbers. That's the new kid on the block, IPv6. And here's why we need that new, more complicated version. The old IPv4 system only had room for about 4 billion addresses. Now, that sounded like a ton back in the day, but with billions of people who all have phones and laptops and watches, well, we basically ran out. IPv6, on the other hand, gives us an almost infinite number of addresses. We're talking trillions upon trillions. We will literally never run out. It's the upgrade the internet needed to keep growing.
So let's bring it all together. You now know what an IP address is, you know the crucial difference between public and private, and you know exactly how to find both of them. So what's the big takeaway from all this?
This quote really just says it all perfectly. It's that simple. You now have the skill to find your network's public street address and your device's private apartment number. You've basically just demystified a huge piece of how the internet actually works. Pretty cool, right? But that leaves us with one last and maybe most important question. If this is your address in the digital world, who gets to see it? Every single website you visit, every online service you use, they all see and log that public address. It's how the internet functions, but it also means your general location and online activity can be tracked. So knowing what your IP address is, that's just step one. The next step is understanding who's watching it.